so far, gotta say.
I mean, every time Caffeinated group up is full, they look like they're going to push tower, they don't. Coronae think about pushing their own tower when they group up, and then they don't, so... A little bit strange. I mean, Venomancer's currently warding off the tower up top. They've TP'd a fourth person in for Coronae. They've spotted Fen, and Fen's like, oh, crap, I gotta get on out of here. He runs for his life. Will he get caught out there? He gets hit by the lightning bolt. Well, not lightning bolt, but the chain lightning. And they're not gonna be able to chase him down anymore. They know there's a ward up on that cliff now. And Darkrai, being aggressive as he is just chasing away Fen, forcing him back into that mid lane, and not gonna be able to find himself a kill there.
Yeah, they were able to. They're able to get. I should say, Fen was able to get away there, but it looks like Coronae
could be in a little bit of trouble. No.
Looks like Coronae were just going to rotate back into top, and they want this tier 1 tower.
And Ice Pump comes down, lands onto one, Macropie's thrown down, the Poison Nova is gone, will be enough to ward him off. Sky's like he's taking a lot of damage from that Poison Nova. Will they decide to keep going under here? There's not enough mana on Bristleback to decide to engage on this, and they're just going to sit underneath this tower. So there's 5 heroes up top now. TP coming from the Gyrocopter, going to go down bottom, Jumbo Lex is going to farm up mid, and if Caffeinated don't get a tower here, it's going to be beneficial for Coronae Australis.
Yeah, and this tier 1 tower in top hasn't been denied. It is below the deny threshold, sitting at 121 health, so Caffeinated, they have to, once they decide to back off this push, and it looks like they just want to keep going, but they will have to deny that right afterwards. Oh, here we go.
And Darkrai's getting aggressive TP spots coming in from that Zeus. Ken Jumbo Legs makes a big play. Nice Ice Puff on Dante, slowing down 2 key heroes in this fight. We have the Lightning. Gold's Wrath comes down. That's one. Jakira's going to go down. Darkrai's going to find himself a kill on Zaku in the backlines. He does pop that magic one. Can he get that final auto attack? He does get the final attack. That's 3 heroes down. Fiend Script comes out onto Scooty Puff Jr. They throw out the Nightmare so they can all catch up. They get rid of it. That is 4 heroes down. And Fen was nowhere in that mix, but Coronae Australis, they've just taken a substantial lead in this game.
Yeah, they might get 2 tier 1 towers for it as well. We've got Magibomb pushing in bottom, and these guys are just going to finish off this top tier 1 tower as well. Fen did a little bit of damage to mid, but it's not going to be enough for him to find a tier 1 on his side, and this is going to be a big advantage for Coronae Australis. We already see the Cold Grab dipping out quite far down in terms of experience.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Oh, that's not the best of plays there. They popped the glyph, and then Jakiro decided to TP, and he had no support and had to cancel it. So glyph is now down. TP on Jakiro is now on cooldown, and that's 135 gold Jakiro didn't want to be thrown away. Now he doesn't have one on him. So if he needs to get anywhere around the map, he's not going to be able to get there in any kind of a hurry.
I wouldn't be too surprised if you just say Coronae rotate into mid now. This mid tier 1 tower is only sitting on 246 health as well. So finding another tower in such a short time, I mean they basically picked off all 3 tier 1 towers within a minute at this rate if they actually get this one, which is a great advantage for Coronae. And it gives them the opportunity to really keep the ball rolling in terms of farm, in terms of map presence. And that Jakiro, sorry not the Jakiro, that Gyrocopter is going to be hard to shut down now, especially with his BKB.
He's so far ahead. I mean, your BKB has just effectively nullified Venomancer. It's nullified Viper. You've taken down Jakiro. What do you have left? You've got a Bristleback who's picked up a Vanguard. What kind of physical attack damage is that? You've got a Windrunner who can auto attack you for about 100 damage if you negate armor. And yeah, as you said, I don't think they can find a way to pick off this Gyrocopter now. And they've smoked up, they're looking to go down the bottom. Fen's in a lot of trouble. Guts Wrath will pick off the Venomancer. Fen, he's just going to be auto-attacked down by Darkrai. They're even going to pop the Fiend Script and the Lift to make sure that they pick off Viper. And there's no tier 1 tower to support them. So it's a little bit strange those two heroes were so far up and so aggressive. All the heroes were missing off the map.
And now we just see these. I mean, Coronae is just basically. Oh, here we go.
We actually got the Nightmare coming out, Scooty Puff Jr. Will we see a kill here? We have him in range. He's trying to creep block, and now Riles is in range to get the lift. No, he's not. He's trying hard. The creep blocking by Kaizak wasn't enough. But now they're pushed up so far ahead. They've got 3 heroes here. They can move towards this tier 2. At the same time, they know where the other 2 heroes are on the map. They're at mid lane. They will see when.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
back off. The next 10 minutes.
Though does back off your time, but this is sort of what Caffeinated should be doing. They should be trying to find off some pickoffs, because at the moment Coronae just sort of farming up wherever they can, finding pickoffs, and they're gonna find Scoop opportunity. They probably will die here as well.
And with the two heroes trying to support in from rear, they've just been sandwiched by all four heroes of Coronae, which puts them to the death. I mean, he's trying to TP out. Can he get out? He does not get out. The Nightmare is there in time, and then he just gets zapped on down, and now it's the Dragon, Jakiro, the twin-headed beast, is going to get picked off by Darkrai. There's no way he's going to get on out of here. That's 4 easy kills for Coronae. They find a pick-off, and then they sandwich the other two heroes coming into support, and I don't think Caffeinated can do too much about this anymore. I mean, they try and try, but they don't have that wombo combo style to get you back into the game with the big ults. They don't have the farm on their necessary heroes, your Viper and your Bristleback. I mean, Bristleback, he's 2 for 2. He doesn't have any assists. He had that fantastic start, but they weren't able to capitalize on that any further. And Now Jumbo Legs, he's just walking all over top of him. He throws out his God Drive, showing them that he is a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I feel like that Caffeinated, you know, as I was saying, they have some of that lockdown, but they have to basically perfect their engagement, they have to perfect their placements, you know, land everything exactly as it should be to ensure that they end up on top of those team fights, which is so hard when you've got a lot of these versatile, or I should say fast-moving heroes such as the Weaver, who can just Shikuchi anywhere the hell he wants, and then you can, you've got the Rubik who can disrupt your positioning, who can steal abilities to reverse the situation, such as that Ice Path. It's too hard here for Caffeinated to really find, you know, that key engagement. If they can find some pickoffs, maybe on the Magibomb, or I wouldn't say the Weaver. At this point, the Weaver's just out of control. He's got the Lincolns, his time lapse, so there's nothing that you can do to really stop him. But if they could find some pickoffs just around the map, it would certainly help them start coming back. Especially because his Bristleback is still very tanky. He's still going to be doing a ton of damage later on, but they have to get to later on.
So Gyrocopter decides he doesn't want the haste for some unknown reason. It will go towards the Viper, and top plus Shackle comes out. It will pop the Lincoln Sphere. That's one problem with that Lincoln Sphere. Windrunner should probably level up Focus Fire, because if you level up Focus Fire and you throw it onto Darkrai, that cancels the Lincoln Sphere. Then you can easily follow it up with a Shackle. So it's going to be a little bit of a problem. They don't have too much activatable abilities to cancel his Lincoln Sphere as of yet. And now Darkrai, he's found himself a target. He's going to be great though. Scooty Puff Jr., but I don't think it's enough as of yet.
Yeah, they need a lot more of those, basically. About another 15 of those. That's right. I mean, this Viper as well, once he gets some more, I feel like he's maybe going a little bit too defensive. Already with this, he's picked up the Cloak, which I can understand why, but because he's not really dealing a lot of damage in those team fights, a lot of these big heroes are going to just be alive for such a long time. Their supports are going to be able to survive and stuff like that. The ultimate of Viper, it still works through BKB in the sense that the slow applies, the damage doesn't, but that slow is still very powerful, especially on heroes such as the Gyrocopter, such as the Weaver, because they do rely on getting as many attacks off as quickly as possible.
And Caffeinated, however, speaking of your Weaver, you don't have any revelation for this Weaver, so any futile attempts at the Weaver is not going to be the case. And as I said, that Dante did pick up 4 sentries and 2 observers that are now coming to him on the courier, but at the same time, Coronae, they're going to go grab this Roshan, grab their 6th life, and then push down the middle. Caffeinated, I think they know what's going on here. There was a war, they did see the rotation out of their jungle, but they can't do anything. You have Fan, once again, he's away farming by himself. He's now TPing in. Bristleback at the same time, he's also farming. He never has mana when needed. And there's the easy Roshan. It's picked up on a Zeus. So jump legs won't be going down anytime soon. Fantastic Ice Puff onto 4, but that's probably the only real good thing there. As now Samus is picked off in the jungle. He gets burst down, and you look at all these other heroes. I mean, look at Dante. He's taking so much damage from the swarm, from that bug alone. He's getting close to falling there.
Yeah, basically one right click from Weaver, follow up with that Gemini attack and all. Him off, but I gotta say, so far, Coronae, they've been doing pretty well. Those Ice Puffs are still great from Dante, but unfortunately in those team fights and those big engagements, it's not really working out for him. A little bit surprising that Coronae popped the Fiends group there onto Samus. I feel like they probably could have saved it and still gotten the kill, but I mean, a kill's a kill, and they're gonna get this tier 2 tower as well.
Radiant's bottom tower
And
has
yeah,
fallen.
that was a very easy tier 2 tower. There's no contestation whatsoever. They're going to start working towards the next tower. The Fade Bolt goes on through it, stops at Jakiro. Luckily it doesn't bounce on through, doing a little bit more damage to these heroes. But there is a mechanism up on Viper, so they do have some damage mitigation, effectively increasing their EHP.